It's true, we've just gained Liam 30 plus yards, but more importantly, we've turned his big booming slice into a really lovely controlled draw. And we're just about to show you exactly what we did. But Liam, how did you find the lesson?
Without being disrespectful, simple. Because you didn't work anything much technically. I didn't more, I come in with a slice.
Yeah.
No, I'm hitting so many fairways with a draw. I just want to go on the golf course and smash my driver. I just want to get on the, I'm buzzing.
So if you want to get a few extra yards and you just want to do it in a simple way, I hope this video is going to really help. So let's get stuck in, show you what we did, because I think it could help. So here are the key numbers, what we want to be looking at, right? So what we got here is big issue with drivers. These numbers are right in the slice family. So if you look at the club path here, it's minus 5.6.
I feel like I'm
100%. 100%, yeah.
I can see it on my video.
Yeah, exactly. So you feel yourself coming over the top, and that, the club path is backing that up. You're swinging. What causes this slice is that your club is swinging this way. So you're literally coming this way. Club path is showing you that. Your face to the path, your face is open to that path, which is what gives you the kind of massive curvature. And then add that to the swing direction, right? Minus 8.4. Your general swing is swinging which way? That way. Right? So what we want
coming into it that way?
Yeah, 100%. And if we have a look at, what would be really interesting is to look at your attack angle here actually. Yeah, look at this. So if we go put your low point on here as well, so low point is your lowest point that your driver is getting at. So when you're swinging driver here, right? If we do this, yeah? Now at some point, there's a low point to where this arc bottoms out, and then we want to hit up on the ball. If you hit up on the ball with driver, you'll hit it further, okay? Your low point, look at this number here, is 1.3 inches after the golf ball. So you're hitting the driver on the way down.
Steep then?
Steep, yeah. So what we need to do is we need to basically turn these numbers on their head. We need this to be a positive number.
When you say positive then, like just minus something?
Yeah, so at the moment it's minus 5.6. If we can get this, if this was like 5.6 as opposed to minus 5.6, it would mean that your path would be heading out to the right.
Yeah.
We're in the draw family, right? If this face was a minus number, so we could actually have it close to the path, we could then start to create more of the draw. Same with swing direction. We want to get you, if we want to increase this distance and stop you slicing it, just come around this way. Somehow we've got to get you here with this club, swinging, getting the club swinging from here behind you, as opposed to this way. We've got to get you swinging it out that way and upwards somehow, right? So, hit a few more shots of me, and then we'll get cracking.
So am I trying to have like a visualisation now?
Yeah, so we'll start with a simple visualisation. Nothing more than that.
Twist it to the right and...
100%, so see what you've got. So just like any other skill, we're going to try and imagine, just for now, simple stuff, just see if you can visualise the shape going from right to left, okay?
I think I dragged that myself there.
Let's have a look. Okay, so we look at these. Look at this here. Look. So distance is roughly around about 242, but we still got these numbers. Look in the negative number here, and low point is still
low. Yeah, I felt like I would just.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
100%, right? So what I want you to do now is this. Let's do. You played a bit of football.
Yeah, of course. Hey, good one as well.
Okay, so shut the driver down. Now, the opposite to a slice is a draw, right? So in football, this would be what? Curving here.
Curve right to left.
Exactly. So what I want you to play around with is just imagine what you would do. If you were kind of, in a sense, kicking a football, where would your leg go? And what would your leg do, the whole body do, to create this kind of curve? Does that make sense?
I think so, yeah. So what do you want to do?
Just imagine, don't kick it, imagine you're going to kick it, so kick over it basically. Good. Feel what the body's doing, moving to create that bend. Do you know that makes sense?
Yeah.
Got it? So just like the swing, if I grab your driver, just like the swing, at no stage did you do this. Swing that way. You're swinging the leg this way, right, didn't you? It's coming from here.
Right.
So what would the club need to do? The club comes from there too. We want that ball to be curving right to left, setting off out to the right, and curving back as opposed to slicing this way, where does that club need to travel to?
Inside.
Inside, and then from here, where's it go?
Outside.
Outside, and just like you were doing with the foot. So you've got to start to imagine this whole thing working upwards through the shot as if you're kicking that ball with the golf club. Follow?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. So what do you notice now? Have we had any changes in those numbers?
Yeah, that's gone halfway down on it.
Yeah, so we've reduced that. What else do you notice?
Is that?
Face to path is a bit out to right, so we've still got a little bit out to right, so we need to change that. What about swing direction?
Oh, minus.
Still a minus, but is it less or more than before? Can you remember?
I can't remember.
Well, your average swing direction was minus 6.1, so we've reduced it slightly.
By a lot, then, aren't we?
What do you notice about your low point now?
It's 2 instead of 1.
2.2B. So now your low point is behind the golf ball.
Is that better?
Yeah, because now what you're doing is you're able, look, if I grab this for a second, so look at this, that's your swing arc.
Yep.
Right? Now you're hitting this basically on, as opposed to hitting it down, you're now hitting it on the way up, which is going to help you move closer and closer to that lovely high draw that we want. Plus, science has proven that's how you hit it a bit further. Right? So we're just keeping it real basic at the moment, really simple, using a bit of visualization tools. We're not getting complicated on purpose. We're simply just using some visual cues just to see if how talented your body is, just to kind of work in these zones. Yeah? You're good at working in this zone over here. We're trying to get you to explore this zone here. If it was tennis, it would be top spin.
I'm kind of getting you now.
Makes sense?
Yeah, I'm trying, yeah.
Yeah, we're in this zone. We're trying, you're good at this zone. If we were curving it this way, this zone you're really good at. We need to somehow get you feeling what it's like to use the body in this pattern. You follow?
Yeah.
To create this motion. Yeah? Completely opposite to what you normally do.
Just felt like...
Okay, so let's look at those numbers now. So what do you notice now?
That's 0.
Yep.
Has that gone back up again, or?
Minus number, so your face now is close to the
All right.
path, so we're in the starting to move towards the draw family, okay? So again, look at this here. So we've got, what about your distance?
It's got up another 10, hasn't it?
Gone up another 10 yards. Swing direction, still a little bit left, but we're getting there. What do you notice about this?
Gone lower.
Still a little bit lower, but we're still behind. Still a bit behind.
Is that what we want?
Yeah, so with just simple visualization, without any complicated stuff at the moment, you're already naturally starting to improve your numbers because you're relating the type of flight that you want, and then you're simply getting the body to somehow play around and explore those motions.
Okay.
Yeah, all right? Look at that. Perfect draw, right?
No, I felt like I didn't hit that out of the middle.
And you didn't. And here's the issue as well. So, but these numbers, we're getting into draw territory, swing direction now, all starting to look good. Distance is okay, not quite as much as before, but this is where, why is it not?
Oh, right, no, I've hit it.
Slightly down.
Right.
Right? So your low point now is slightly after the ball, so you don't get that launch, which is why that number's gone down, right?
No,
so
that makes sense now.
Right? So, you're getting a feel for it. I'm not sure yet whether we're ready to start amping up the distance, but we haven't got a lot of time, so do you fancy kind of seeing how we can add a bit of yardage, right?
Yeah.
So what I want to show you here is basically when you're swinging, everything's starting to go good. You're starting to get this path working out this way, but one thing that you're doing sometimes, you're not doing it with the whole body. So let me show you what I mean. When you're doing it, what you're tending to do, if I borrow your driver for a second, you're tending to swing. This is great. You're starting to explore this through visualization, which is wonderful, right? But what you're doing is you're doing a little bit just with your hands and your arms, okay? Which is fine. You can do that. But if you imagine like a boxer, right? Or if we threw a ball, uppercut's a good example. Right now, you're probably doing a bit of this, where the arm's doing a lot of the work. But we want to imagine if we were going to get real power. Look, what do you notice here I'm doing?
Squatting and going through, yeah.
I'm using the whole body, aren't I?
Yeah, using your legs, aren't you?
Yeah, all of it. Legs, torso, arm, all working together to create this motion. So it gives you more control, but it's effortless power. Versus, try to do that hit out towards that house, let's say, and just do it with your arms. So your job now you're starting to explore these zones, fantastic. What we want to do is can you explore them with a bit more finesse? So you're using the whole body to do it. You follow?
Yeah.
Yeah. So great exercise. You could just imagine the uppercut. So try and do a few like this, for instance. Just get yourself there and go. Really sense how you jump in here so you can see. So just imagine you can do the uppercut. Bang. And notice as you do this, keep going. Notice as you do this, you'll see the whole body now working.
Yeah. In fact, I feel muscles what probably don't use them,
No.
maybe, yeah.
Exactly right. So and again, what's the uppercut doing? This is going to give you
Afterwards,
the
up.
upward motion, and you're not just going up like with an arm motion. You're doing it with everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you've got that visualization. You could also do simple exercise like this, where if you get something heavy weight, I could throw it to you like this, or I could really throw it to you. So I can use my whole body to throw it to you, right? So imagine that's a really heavy weight, you're gonna throw it to me. Brilliant. Now that time you threw it here.
Leaning.
I want you to imagine you're gonna throw it up to the sky. So it's gonna land on me and it's gonna drop down on me, right?
I'm gonna break it.
Don't break my ceiling. So you're gonna up to the sky. You're gonna use the feet to push up to the sky, you throw it. There you go. Got it?
Felt that.
Yes, use that, bang. So you feel the whole body. Make sense?
Yeah.
Cool. Now grab your driver, and all we're doing here, same principles, you always when you do this, you keep the shape in mind. Absolutely no point just thinking of swing on its own. It doesn't make any sense.
Right.
Just see, and you'll take some time, see if you can marry up those motions where, how's this going to create this lovely shape that I want? How's it going to create this lovely draw? Yeah? You've got to work that out in your own mind, right? Just by exploring this motion.
Nearly. Yeah, I think I've dragged it left, yeah.
Just a little bit, but look, we're getting closer. Look at this. So again, look at these figures now. This is the complete opposite family.
Yeah.
You're in now hook territory.
Right, okay. Well, it's close to, innit? Because I just need started out.
Exactly, right? So why is it good to, why are we doing this, in your opinion, just so you're aware? Why are we trying to get you to hook family, just for a second?
Just so it's total opposite of the slice, isn't it?
Yeah, and what will that enable you to do?
Come on the inside, is it?
Feel what it's like in this zone.
Right, okay.
So imagine this. If you imagine this, you were here.
Swinging that way.
Yeah.
And now I'm swinging that way.
So all you do, you were great at feeling this way.
Yeah.
Not so good at this way.
No.
So all you do, now you can feel this too, I call it a framework, these parameters. What do you do?
Try and close them in.
Close them in.
Yeah.
So they start to kind of, now you feel this, you can gradually do it. I still don't think we're there yet, so I'd still explore this area, adding power to it, all that kind of stuff. But only when you do this consistently, do you then go, right, can I straighten it up?
Yeah.
So maybe I don't need to swing as far out to the right.
Right.
You follow?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Nearly. Look at the distance coming up there.
Yeah.
Yeah? So we're up to 268. Still not completely under control, but this is really, really good.
We're all going in the same place, or no?
Yeah,
They're not going weak over there, though,
no,
are they?
exactly.
I think that could be it.
Come on, ball. Come on, 265. Look at that draw. Almost neutral.
Nearly, innit?
We're getting there, aren't we?
Yeah.
Yeah. And look, but this is starting to become your norm now. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you say there's more in it, but again, this is you now neutralizing. You're starting to get a feel probably of this area. You've neutralized path, you've neutralized face, we've neutralized swing direction, distance is coming up, and we got that number.
All in 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Crazy, isn't it?
Yeah. So obviously we're only scratching the surface, but what's great about this is, and for you guys watching, when you try to change your swing sometimes, it's so easy to get caught in loads and loads of mechanics and get into the real details. But I think for the low-hanging fruit first. So if you're like Liam and you're slicing it, use some visualization. Use things that you've done in the past. Maybe you played a bit of tennis, a bit of football, or whatever. Just imagine the type of spin that's opposite to what you're getting. So with Liam, you were slicing it.
Yeah.
So we just tried to explore an opposite type of spin, which would be, let's say, hooking it. It was an area that he felt uncomfortable with. He's not really explored much before. Once you start to explore that zone and start to feel how his body needs to move to create that motion, whether it's, oh yeah, look how my hips are working to create that. Look how my arms are working. Oh look, throw the bag. Look how I'm using...
I like that drill.
Yeah.
Because it feels something what I've not been doing.
Yeah, and you don't want to jump to that drill first because that's the power exercise. You want to feel the area you need to swing to first. And then once you've got the feel of getting the draw, you want to amplify that. So the bag exercise is just then using, okay, now I've got the feel of going over there, can I increase some power? But you're using simple stuff, visualization things, feel things, just to get a sense of how you can increase or just change your flighty ball.
Yeah.
All right? All good?
I loved it. Cheers, pal.
Good man. Awesome. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, maybe share it with one of your friends. And of course, look, go and check out, Liam has an awesome channel called Golf Mates, one of my favorites on YouTube. Go and check it out. And of course, look, if you're new to the channel and you want to see more live lessons like this, is new for me, go and click on this, subscribe to the channel maybe, and I'll see you next time.